5 on WBON TV9, where every local story starts here. Some of our top headlines for the day: Richmond City Commissioners approved a zoning change. We've got the details on that. Plus, some Central Kentucky officers are undergoing additional active shooter training, and a Berea Theater Group announces their next production. We've got those stories with more details, plus more news, local sports, and of course, we're going to take a look at that weather coming up here today, live at 5. But first, our WBON TV big story of the day. On Tuesday night, Richmond City Commissioners approved a zoning change that would help build the city's first gated community. The owner of Signature Rentals, Eric Adams, is attempting to build a 200-plus unit gated apartment complex near Richmond Center. This community would provide residents almost every amenity with the accessibility to nearby businesses in the center, encouraging walking rather than driving. While Adams is trying to reduce Richmond's carbon footprint from this plan, citizens are concerned with traffic that comes with the new complex. According to Adams, the complex will provide a place our clients can live, eat, and work all in the same place. While an exact date for construction to start is unknown, Adams is hoping to start the project by next year. Well, speaking of that commission meeting last night, there were some heated discussions regarding an item on the agenda which has the city of Richmond and other entities partnering up to help build an industrial development in Scott County. With more on this, WBON TV's Michael Watkins has a recap.
Order 24-75 was the big topic of discussion following the City Commission meeting last night for the city of Richmond. During the meeting, Mayor Blythe and the commissioners would engage in some serious dialogue on the order, which states the board commissioners were electing to participate in a joint regional economic development PDI grant application. The order states the city would enter into an economic development project with the city of Berea, Madison County government, and both Fayette and Scott counties to help build an industrial park in Georgetown. Commissioner Mike Brewer did not support the decision to help with the new development, stating he wanted to keep the money in the city and help the industrial developments here in Richmond.
So why should we spend tax dollars that we have collected here for our city or public safety or quality of life when they've already collected money in the county from our property tax bills? So I mean, it hasn't sat well with me, because I really believe that we need to keep our money at home. I have always put Richmond first. I will work with anybody out there, but I feel like what our goal is if we had $500,000 to give to Georgetown, we should give it to our industrial people out there, our industrial board, to work together and get maybe some other property online in our own industrial park.
Commissioner Tammy Cole compared the city's investment in this to an individual buying stock in something, and spoke on the fact that the state might be coming in with a grant that would match dollar for dollar the investment that the county governments and the cities are making.
This is an opportunity for the city of Richmond to get in on the front end of an investment, to diversify our portfolio, if you will. If we were individuals as opposed to a city, we would be buying stock in something that we think has a good future. There are currently funds available from the state of Kentucky in a collaborative partnership agreement funded by the state of Kentucky, and we are able to pull in some matching funds. We may want to come back to the table in the future and be a bigger investor. But for right now, we're very clear that we're putting a cap on what we're investing, which is $500,000, and it is going to enable us to be part of a bigger regional effort.
Mayor Blythe spoke up as well, saying he agreed with both and was offering his support, but would also be making sure they kept a close eye on how things were being handled.
Let me say a couple of things here. First, very strange thing, I agree with all of you, if you can believe that. And here's why: because all of your points, first of all, are well taken. And some of these, Commissioner Brewer especially, a couple of points that you made. First, I do appreciate that the city manager did what he did in the last meeting in putting this before us in this way. the expenditure of $500,000. We chose not to take it from the line in the budget that was the Richmond Industrial Development Corporation. Want them to continue to do what they're doing. David, thank you for the doing. But it doesn't mean manager wanted that we could not do something. And this sort of pushed us to the point of doing something. We did find, Sharon, we did find the $500,000 on another line. So this is something we can do. Something else that Commissioner Cole mentioned, and that's one of the things that's been before us, and that is if this effort is funded by the state. And we don't know that yet. Is that right, Mr. Simmons?
That's correct.
So it's if, and what we're doing is positioning, this regional group is positioning so that if the state does come through, then we would have the obligation that you really, and all of us are concerned about, then it would be time to consider.
If you missed any of the meeting last night, you can go back and watch it in its entirety on the City of Richmond YouTube channel. Reporting for WBON TV 9, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that story. Well, some Central Kentucky officers are sharpening their skills to be ready for the unthinkable, an active shooter situation. The FBI is leading a special 16-hour training program called ALERT, which stands for Advanced Law Enforcement Rapid Response Techniques. The program equips officers with the tactics and techniques they need to confront an active shooter. The training covers a lot of ground, from entering a building safely to stopping a threat as quickly as possible. Officers even learn how to apply a tourniquet in just seconds to save lives. Active shooter situations are often very short, over in just a few minutes, says Sergeant Alex Wesley with the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office. That's why it's crucial for officers to act fast and effectively. Sheriff Bobby Jones echoes the sentiment. We want to be prepared for anything, and this training helps us do just that. This week, 55 officers from Central Kentucky are taking part in the program, practicing their skills through simulations so they're ready to respond if needed. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Another beautiful day here in the Bluegrass. How many more to come? We've got Sam in the Weather Center. Going to take a look at that forecast.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokedak, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
When the possibility for severe weather is a threat, it pays to have an expert on your side. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration want you to know that your home is their top priority. When the storms have left you with more questions than answers, Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration is there to walk you through the process and offer free roof inspections and estimates. From wind and hail, fire and smoke damage, commercial and residential. Trust Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Like them on Facebook to learn more.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Another beautiful day in the Bluegrass. Looks like we might be needing to get ready for a warm-up. We've got Sam Ryan in the Weather Center going to give us a look at that forecast.
Thanks, Grenelyn, and welcome everybody. As we take a look here at severe threats on our Thursday, now notice everything's off to the west, and so we have a ridge that's been parked over the southwestern United States, and our flow kind of out of the northwest. That's been bringing with it some more comfortable humidity levels. But that whole ridge is going to be sliding east, and we'll be under it as we go through next week, and actually sliding even a little farther east than that, so we get a lot of southerly return flow. Anything out of the Gulf and the tropics is heading this way next week. And that includes any storm development there, by the way. So there is a chance of an isolated storm on Friday as we begin to make some of that transition and that ridge starts to slide in. So tropical moisture on the way starting next week, Monday throughout the rest of the week. We're going to have dew point temperatures likely in the mid 70s even. So some stifling heat and humidity moving at us. We might even touch a few records or tie some records by Monday. And watching the development of any kind of tropical systems as we go through next week, especially in the Bay of Campeche, that seems to be in the southern Gulf, seems to be an area, and they could lift north, and possibly we're going to be right underneath that flow. So anything they see in the Gulf, in the southern Gulf states, we could end up seeing a few days later in the form of just some heavy rain. And that may occur sometime late next week. So anyhow, in the meantime, we're going to stay pretty dry out here. Dew point temperature very comfortable on our Thursday, around 60. And we'll be in the upper 50s, kicking things off. Daytime high 86, average highs 83, so warming up a couple degrees here. And Friday, we see that chance of an isolated storm. Beautiful still Saturday, and then Sunday we start to see the humidity moving in here, and now we have our 90s showing up. So 92 on Sunday. Right now it looks like intermittent storm chances next week. Can't really pinpoint anything. And the record's high around on Monday is around 90.
Thanks, Sam. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, are you looking to take a trip under the sea? Well, the Spotlight Playhouse is offering just that with performances of Disney's The Little Mermaid this weekend. We spoke with two of the actresses involved with the project, and they discussed their favorite parts about their time at Spotlight Acting School. With more on this, here's WBON-TV's Gage Hill.
Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl, a girl who has everything?
For their performance of Disney's The Little Mermaid, the Spotlight Playhouse certainly has gadgets and gizmos aplenty. They also have a hard-working cast and crew who are giving it their all to put on a stellar rendition of the iconic musical. Jade Brewer and Jasmine Sexton have both spent years honing their acting talents at the Playhouse. With a combined tenure of almost 12 years, the pair has graced the stage numerous times. For Jade, this will be the last time she performs as a student of the Spotlight Acting School.
I love it here. I get to be with all my friends and work with kids and do lots of fun shows.
Jade has just graduated from Madison Southern High School and will be attending Northern Kentucky University for music education. For Jasmine, performing as Arista in The Little Mermaid is something of a homecoming.
My first play was Little Mermaid, so it's great to look back and see how much I've grown. I love Spotlight. I've loved everyone in this cast. It's been great working with everyone. I used to love The Little Mermaid when I was little. Like, it was one of my favorite movies. And so it's so fun to get to put it on stage and have the little kids come in and light up with joy.
There's a little bit of everything in The Little Mermaid. Not only is there traditional stage acting, but there's also musical and dance elements. The performance promises renditions of the popular songs Under the Sea and Part of Your World. All of these elements will come together at showtime to transport audiences to a vibrant world of underwater fun.
The audience loved the first cast. I think they're going to love the second cast even more. We have a very talented group. We've had 3 sold-out shows last weekend with a great, energetic audience and a great cast. But I think this one will hit it out of the water.
Performances of The Little Mermaid are currently ongoing, with the last performance being held next Sunday, June 16th. You can purchase tickets for the upcoming performances of The Little Mermaid on the Spotlight Playhouse website or at the box office at their Richmond Road location. Reporting for WBON TV Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage. Looks like a good time this weekend. Go on out to the Spotlight Theater. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got sports coming up next.
Hey y'all, it's Josh and Greg from Hicks & Funson, Kentucky Lawyers. We are happy to be official sponsors for the Lexington Legends in the 2024 season. I, for one, am happy about the name and mustache coming back. So if life throws you a curveball, hire local injury lawyers. Hire Hicks & Funson. You can find us at the Legends Ballpark this season, online at honestfearless.com, or call 859-777-7000. Go Legends!
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Today on sports, Dawson Rural has the opening press conference from the new EKU athletic director, Kyle Moats, and comments from UK baseball coach Nick Mingione as he and his team departed for the College World Series today.
Today was a great day in Richmond and in Lexington for college athletics. At EKU, Kyle Moats was announced as the new athletic director for the Colonels. Moats was complimentary of his time at Missouri State, but was amped up to get his actions going to improve the Colonels' athletic department.
Leadership matters. I look forward to being a part of President McFadden's administrative team. I support his vision for the university and how athletics can be a strong partner in helping with those strategic initiatives. I believe we have a good athletic solid staff in place that is energetic, creative, and results-driven. EKU's rich legacy with numerous conference championships speaks to the university's commitment to excellence. I'm honored to join a program that has prioritized student athletes, focused on holistic growth, and been supported by a passionate and dedicated fan base. The resources have been allocated to be successful. With the new direction in college athletics and the financial challenges placed upon us, we will need to be creative, open-minded, and willing to adapt to stay competitive. As an athletics department, we will strive to demonstrate the following stated goals. To win, we want to win in the field and in the classroom. They're not mutually exclusive. We're going to put the student athlete at the heart of the program. All of our decisions need to be centered around their well-being. To be fiscally responsible, we need to be good stewards of our money and be budget conscious. It's more important now than ever before. To be compliant, we will adhere not only to the rule, but the intent of the rule. I take no pride in winning if we aren't doing it the right way. To exude class, Bear Bryant, for all you old-timers out there, Bear Bryant once said when asked about class, I can't define it, but I can recognize it when I see it. That's who I want us to be. My whole professional life has been guided by decisions to help further my career and do what I thought was best for my family. Sometimes those decisions, tough decisions, didn't always appear that way to them. Throughout my professional journey, they encouraged and supported me once the final decision was made. The older you get, you realize what your priorities are in life.
Moats will be beginning officially in a few weeks, taking over a successful stint that former athletic director Matt Rohn began for athletics. Up in Lexington, the Wildcats baseball team was welcomed onto the travel bus by fans as they are headed to the College World Series for the first time in program history. Walking out to a roaring, excited crowd, head coach Nick Mingione was grateful for the fan support and success his team has had all season long.
On behalf of our players, our staff, we just wanted to tell you how thankful we are for you coming out today, for what you've done for this team all season, and we're going to do our best to bring home another trophy and make you proud.
The Cats first face the NC State Wolfpack in Omaha on Saturday at 2 o'clock. That's going to be all for today's sports. This is Dawson Rule with Madison County's Sports Report.
Coach Nick Mingione was also named National Coach of the Year, helping the Wildcats win the regular season SEC title, 40-plus wins, and a trip to the College World Series. Thanks, Dawson, for that sports report. With that, we're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. It's Wednesday. We've got your Wanted Wednesday still to come.
Richmond's very own TV station signal is now stronger than ever. If you're enjoying free over-the-air TV, rescan your TV now for all the channels WBON TV offers, including Channel 9.1 with the AMG network featuring great programming like Forensic Files, Cheaters, plus live local sports and our daily Live at 5 local newscast. Channel 9.2 with the Buzzer Network. Enjoy your favorite game shows of yesteryear. Channel 9.3 is the Heartland Network with classic country and southern gospel music, The Crook and Chase Show, classic movies, Jimmy Houston Outdoors, and much more rural living programs. And Channel 9.4, that's Retro TV, featuring classic TV shows and movies you love and remember. For more information on over-the-air TV, visit our website, WBONTV.com, and click the Over-the-Air tab. Drop us a line today and let us know where and what you're watching. Email us at info@WBONTV.com. ChenaultVineyards.com.
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
Watch The Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as The Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV, Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. It is Wednesday, and you know what that means. We have Wanted Wednesday for you. This week, the KSP is looking for Edward Wright. Edward Wright, you can see up there on your screen, is listed as 67 years old. He is wanted for sex offender registry non-compliance. He is listed as 5 foot 8 inches tall and weighing in at 180 pounds. If you have any information on his location, you are asked to please contact your local Kentucky State Police post. Again, take a good look there. Edward Wright, 67. He is wanted for sex offender registry non-compliance. Well, recently, Logan Krigler, a firefighter for the Winchester Fire Department who joined full-time back in September of 2023, had to face a difficult health crisis. It was discovered recently that Krigler had a 1.5-inch brain tumor. He underwent surgery on June 1st, which was fortunately successful, and is currently recovering. The Yard Foundation, a non-profit organization that supports firefighters and their families, is raising funds to help cover the cost of Krigler's operation cost. You can also donate to Krigler's cause by going to theyardfoundation.org/Logan Krigler, Krigler. Well, good news for a principal locally. The principal from Fayette County has been announced as the 2024's Kentucky Principal of the Year. Eric Hale, the head principal of Bryan Station High School, was given the award. The award highlights and recognizes Hale's commitment to excellence in education as well as his exceptional leadership. Bryan Station serves over 2,000 students from more than 40. The academic performances of students along with graduation rates markedly increased under Hale's administration. Hale says that this is a team award and not a solo recognition, and further said that it has been excited to oversee Station Nation. Our students, faculty, administration, and staff and school community are collectively focused on creating a school culture of positive student outcomes, and our work is far from finished, said Hale. Having won this award, Hale will now be Kentucky's representative for the 2025 National Principal of the Year Award, organized by the National Association of Secondary School Principals. Well, it is summertime here in the Bluegrass, and that means that some kids may be looking for a free summer meal during lunchtime, and White House Clinics has everything that you need to know there. Free meals for kids all summer long at these locations for the White House Clinic. The McKee location on Wednesdays will have lunch from 11 to 1. Irvin on Tuesdays from 11 to 1, Mount Vernon on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 to 1, and on Mondays in Lancaster from 11 to 1. Thanks so much for joining us today here live at 5. Have a wonderful afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow.